I've learned more about myself. I've learned more about my art, about the wolf. Shit, I ain't know this sound crazy, but I even watched more werewolf movies. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get the vibe. Shit, right? And I think it's time. I think it's right on. I think we're right on time. Let me say that. Right on time, because I'm not gonna lie. Like I just seen Gunna. Right, Gunna had came to Charlotte. I just seen it perform, and I loved it. I loved every minute because he really embodied the situation that he was in. Made a whole album about it. He even comes out in a whole outfit to match the tape. Red. Now we take Wolf. We take Long Live Wolf. Wolf being an animal. It's spelled differently, but still an animal. Wolves are in packs. You also have the lone wolf. I feel, as of right now, I feel more like the lone wolf because I find myself alone a lot. And when I mean that, I find myself alone, like I don't really have a lot of people I call and talk to that understands my mission. Like, I like to talk cool, but it's like, I don't know. I didn't finish school. I don't have a really great job that's paying me all this money. My passion is music. I feel like if I don't make it, I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Or at least say make it. Be able to make a career. Let me say this. Fruitful career.
Let's talk about let's harp on that space a little bit. You said this thing of making it. So I'm gonna go back to the question that I asked you when I asked, who is it that you want to be and what is it that you want to see? So what I mean by that, I understand as far as music being your passion and you wanting to take what you're experiencing in life and put it in that and deliver, and you want to be multifaceted. It's not just about delivering the music. I just did a course where I talked about it's about not just making a profit but putting out something that's quality and also making an impact. And so that's what I'm hearing, that you want to do all three of those things. But when you think about doing those things, when you think about the music, when you think about what it is you're building, when you think about all of these ideas that continue to come into you, when you think about, in your words, being the biggest damn star in the world, who is he? What does he look like? What does he feel like? How does he think? What does he say? How does he talk? How does he move? What are the environments that he's in? And when I say outcome, are you looking, when you talk about being fruitful, are you looking to have generational wealth? Are you looking to be able to make a certain dollar amount per month? Let's talk monetary, non-monetary goals. Let's talk about what it is that you're looking to produce as far as your character and as far as what it is you're building on a business side. So let's harp on that and kind of harp on that a bit. Like, talk to me a little bit about that space.
I mean, when I see Wolf, I step out Wolf and just be Chris, and I see Wolf like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I mean, Wolf's different. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the way you spell Wolf is different. You know what I'm saying? I see Wolf being a person who, to have a dollar amount a month or a year is kind of like, it's tricky, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many ways to make bread, right? Like, you can do sponsorship.
I'm not asking you. Please excuse me for cutting you off, but the reason why I'm stopping you is because I'm not asking you to strategize with me right now. I'm not asking you to give me the strategy and the tactics for making it happen. We both know that we both know those things. I'm asking you, and it doesn't mean that these things can't change, but let's bring it back. When you think about the next 90 days, right? In the next 90 days, what is it that you want? Like, do you want to be eating ramen noodles or do you want to be eating steak and filet mignon? In the next 90 days, do you want to have $1,000 in your bank account? Do you want $10,000 in your bank account? See, like, you have an audience, and we know the strategy talk, we know the tactics, and we know a lot of what to do, test, trial, and error in that space. But that's not your issue right now. Your issue and what you're dealing with, and the thing about issues can be solved. Problems can be solved. When you got a problem on your hand, I'm not the person to come to. But the issue can be solved. The issue means that there's a solution on the other side of that. So your issue is self shit right now. It has nothing to do with the business. It has, and Wolf is a business, and we know that we experienced that together, And so I say, like, we the shit of Wolf isn't just a artist and a character. That's a business. That's your business that you're running. But the issue that you having and you colliding that right now is we can't do business when our personal shit isn't at least enough to push through. You get what I'm saying? You don't have the room to think about the business piece. And so that's where I want to harp on a bit. And so when you think about just the next 90 days, I don't need you to think about a year. I don't need you to think about 6 months. When you think about your next 90 days, what is it? What's Wolf character? What is Wolf experiencing? And how much is Wolf making?
Right. So I hear you. Let me see if this answer is what you're looking for. Next 90 days. So let me say this. Wolf is changing. Wolf is, I feel like, more getting into a more serious note, a more I want to take it to a more serious, edgier note. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I'm able to do a lot more self-reflecting and let my self-reflection be in my music. You get what I'm saying? Like, I make party music. That's cool. But like now, I know I need to. I find myself writing a lot more, and with my write, I write. I don't think. I misspell. I just go how I feel. And I sometimes look back on it, and I'm like picking things to make songs out of, and I'm noticing like a lot of my newer records are more personal.
Okay.
So I want to get more personal, but to be more personal, I am tapping into the wolf. You know what I'm saying? And when I think of a wolf, what does a wolf, right? Because I think of it's two sides, right? So you got the wolf in the middle, but then you got me and my thoughts. And then on the other side, you got the world thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wolf comes out, you're not going to expect no little pussy nigga. So you're not going to expect a nigga that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you going to expect the nigga to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, this nigga's a beast. Like, okay,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in getting to that point.
Hey, Troops. So we're in the middle of a live strategy call.
I'm eating, Jim?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm listening.
I'm changing my diet. I'm working out more. I'm just trying to. I'm changing my wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? I've always had a woman fan base, but really again, I think that comes with also working out, feeling good, confidence. Feeling strong, feeling great. Because that resonates with people. Like, yo, damn, this nigga's here. Damn, this nigga's sexy. But this nigga's sexy because his inner, you can tell his inner soul is in tune.
Mm-hmm.
And all the niggas like, oh yeah, this nigga cool as fuck, or so whatever. However, whatever. It may not even be like that. So for me, I'm just aligning myself more now with the wolf than ever.
Okay.
What does the wolf represent to me? You know what I'm saying? The wolf to me represents perseverance. The wolf again represents to me the underdog. You know what I'm saying? You can go from having no pack to being a lone wolf to being the nigga of a pack, the leader of a pack. That's why I make my fans the wolf pack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, wolf is dope by themselves, but when they lead in a pack, when they lead others, which is so funny because that's what Rebel was about.
Right.
evolve and lead. When you lead others, like that's when you ultimately you'll always have fans. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll always have people that's supporting. Buy same person to buy 10 shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like that person will buy the shit over and over and come to every show over and over. You know what I'm saying? A person that I really admire that is like that of, I say, of a newer generation is MGK. You know, MGK can do a show in Cleveland, come back to Cleveland 5 months later, come back again for Christmas and it'll sell out every time. Every time. And I really admire that. And I want that. I want that feeling. But to get there, again, I'm learning that it gave me a story now. You know what I'm saying? Like God gave me that. God put me through them situations to now have a story, so I can really, I can talk about the old shit, the sleeping in the car and the selling drugs. I can talk about that, but I can really talk about this shit.
Yeah.
And I know that I can finesse I don't necessarily have to say like, oh, the actual situation, but I could also say, hey, being lied on by people. Everybody been lied on.
Things that are relatable. So go into that space of because you also mentioned that piece of like monetizing from it. So do you have a goal number in mind? Like, do you have a goal number, whether it's the next 90 days? And this is not a set for life, but the next 90 days, the next 6 months, the next year. Like, what is that goal number?
So I don't necessarily have it, because I haven't really sat down and like said, okay, these are my numbers, so this is my following, this is my streams, where I'm at as of today, and then the next couple of months where I'm gonna be at. I haven't done that.
I'm not asking, so not considering any data or analytics behind it right now. Like it's so come back a level for me, because you up here, which is that's it. But I wanna look at the core pieces really quickly, and that simple question of what do you want? What is it that you desire? The next 90. I'm not asking you to be realistic. I'm not asking you to compare. We'll do that. Like, that comes next. I'm asking you to tell me what it is you want, so that when we do look at those numbers, when we can get to that space of looking at numbers and breaking down those goals, if that's what's next for us, then we have something to go off of, and we can actually analyze that data and align it for what it is that what your desired outcomes are as well. So when you think of that next 90 days, and there is no right or wrong answer, what is it?
So I think for me, man, it's like it's like a lot. It's freedom, it's happiness. And I say that because like in the next 90 days, I know like I'm starting to work with somebody on the video photography side. So doing more. So when I say happiness, like what makes me happy, oh man, so much that make me happy. But like what really like I love that what I put out. Well, I love this. This is what makes me ultimately happy. What makes me happy is when I create and I put it out to the world and people love it.
Give me a dollar amount, Wolf.
Oh.
I'm not gonna ask it in another way. Give me a dollar amount in the next 90 days. True, I want to make. Well, you don't call me True, because you know me from a different space. So you call me Lee. In the next 90 days, I want to make $1,000, Lee. In the next, and this is whether we work together, whether you continue on in another space. In the next 90 days, this is what I want to earn.
I got you. So yeah, the next 90 days, I'll let it make 10,000.
Okay. All right. Now, let's go into that data a little bit. Tell me a little bit about what do you have? What you working with? What's the offer outside of music? What's the experience we're giving?
Clothes.
Okay. Do you have any projects that you just said something about the video shoot and things of that nature? Other than the video shoot, do you have any other projects approaching?
I wanted to do something in August. I wanted to put out an EP in August, but I think I'm gonna wait on that just because I'm switching over to doing like a waterfall effect. So basically, like, like take a record, promote it, get people to tap in, stream it, get X amount of streams. So let's say I wanted to say like with Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Say my goal is 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take them 10,000 and drop another single.
I get you.
Get that hot 10,000, so that by the time the tape is ready to come out, say 3 to 5 songs that have 10,000 already are on that project. As soon as the project comes out, it's gonna start trending, right, on like the charts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, because it's just putting traction. It's that thing of when you put traction behind one thing, it's no different than if you were releasing a specific product or a specific service, dropping a new course, a new class. It's saying, hey, I'm going to put all my marketing efforts, all of the campaign efforts are going to go behind pushing this one thing, but I'm still going to provide all of this quality. It's like, even right now, I'm dripping out a course and things of that nature. And I just completed a workshop, did the course behind it. But the thing is, when people finally catch up and people finally see that workshop or they see that course, there is literally hundreds and thousands of content that comes behind that once you're in the membership, right? And so it's the same thing with you as an artist. You have one song, you push your efforts behind that one song, push all of the attention to that one song, and so that once you are in that space timing, going back to that, and you're ready to release it, execute it, everything makes sense. You've already did the podcast, you did the interviews around it, you've got the buzz around it, you got people talking about it, you have proof of concept, essentially is what it is. And now you're able to go out and do something with that, and people can pick up on everything else. So we have a list of questions that I have to go through with you, and just to get a couple of a little bit more information. And the reason why I ask these questions, and the reason why we go so deep, or even the session is so long, is so that we can make some real executed next steps. So before I go into those questions, I want to ask you, when you reach out, when you schedule the call, like, where is it that you see me being able to add value to you, and what is it that you desire for this to be, to help you meet those goals we talked about?
I think the biggest thing is, I think like, so, okay, so I see like, I see like you being able to pretty much just like align me, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is my vision, this is my goal, and it's basically an outline, right? It's an outline, skeleton. So I got the skeleton, and then you just kind of throw in the meat, you know what I'm saying, in between, the muscles in between, and okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like, if I see myself looking this way, moving this way, talking this way, and like you said, in these spaces, in these type of rooms, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like, at the end of the day, like, that's, I don't, I never really had a training. You know, I'm probably can't really get a lot of training, but like, I never had a big homie that was in the industry that could be like, that told me like, hey, you move this way, you talk this way. I just kind of just naturally have had a knack, which I'm grateful God was able to stow that in me. But like, it's like singing. Like, you can sing, but then you go and you get classes and lessons. So now, because like, it's different performing in front of family. It's different to performing in front of a talent show. Performing 20,000 people. That's completely different. And to perform in front of 20,000 people, you need to know how to be able to hold your notes, sing, breathe. Because you're not just doing one night for 20,000. You're doing 30 nights for 20,000.
Gotcha.
That's a whole other beast, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what there's things that I know I'll meet more people on the way. I know that you could help me get to the point where it's like helped me get to becoming, like I said, the vision I have for myself as a star. Like, and when I think of a star, I'm thinking of award shows, performing at award shows, receiving notable things like, you know, getting the Grammys and even the local joints getting the awards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because at the end of the day, like I said, like we both know this shit's a business.
Yeah.
It's branding. I did a lot of the shows, the little local talent shows, the little local showcases.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, great. But now, come on, we're getting a little older now. Doing this shit for a little bit too long now to just be doing the same shit over and over. You go to the showcases in Cleveland, Houston, Charlotte, and you see the same niggas that still performing in showcases from 4 years ago, and they have.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to say, well, shit. It's time to throw our shows, build up our fan base, take this shit on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Are you still in the space of wanting to do it independently, or are you in the space of like, do you have a goal of being signed or something of that nature?
To be honest with you, I'm right now. I'm kind of in the space of possibly looking to get some type of management deal, some type of single, you know, distribution, something like that. You know, because again, guidance is everything. You know what I'm saying? Guidance is everything. You know.
Okay.
I'm just down for it to make sense. It's got to make sense though.
Yeah, as it should. As it should. All right. So, okay. So we went through quite a lot here, but there's a couple of things I want to, before I go into our next steps, before I give my feedback, let me ask this. Is there anything that you feel you didn't say, you didn't get off your chest, or is like, no, Lee, I need you to know this before anything?
So yes, I say, you know, being down here in the South, especially North Carolina, like, you know, a lot of like, I got a lot of good people in my phone. You know, I got Arnold Taylor. Arnold Taylor, he has South Coast Music Group. South Coast Music Group is his record label. He just signed Black Zach, Tusi, The Baby, Tia Corinne. So he is the guy that everybody wants to talk to. I got him on my phone. I got his partner, King Carter. King Carter at the time was The Baby's manager. You know, he has his own little record label that's it's like him, his son, and a couple other local artists. You know, I've got a lot of great people. I've got a lot of great people that also can put me into positions with other great people, like DJ Chuck T. DJ Chuck T is one hell of a DJ. He's from South Carolina, but he's got, man, I mean, you walk in the rooms and that's the guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, people mention him a lot. Definitely, he was one of the people who helped The Baby blow up, for real.
Gotcha. So what I'm hearing you say is you got all of the ingredients. You just need the recipe, put this shit in place to like execute it. And I hear you and I receive that. It's that thing of like, no, get me ready and align me to the point. Like, I have the tools, I have the story, I have the gift, I have the talent, I have enough to make this work, but there's some pieces I'm missing. Help align me and get me to this point so that when I do rub elbows with any of these people, or when you do make this connection, or we do go into this space with these people, I'm prepared to do exactly what it is they're asking of me without losing myself, without losing who I am, without straying too far away from my identity, but I'm still getting the outcomes that I desire. Am I hearing that right? Or
that's it. I think also too though, everything that you said is correct. I also need some guidance with, I feel like it's kind of dark for me, right? It's dark for me because it's like, I'm not saying I'm gonna change me, but I think that it's the side of, it's my quote unquote fear. And my quote unquote fear is commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And the commitment is when Wolf make music and when Wolf hop on stage, you're not just looking at somebody on stage rapping. There's a whole set. Like, there's things like going through the shit I went through kind of made me like not as happy